Hello my fellow admins and welcome to another episode of ScriptRunner Guides. Void.admin here, and in this video I will show you how to restrict special characters in Jira custom field using ScriptRunner behaviors. So let's start. So for this lesson today I have multiple methods that I'm going to show you on how you can restrict special characters in a Jira custom field. But before we start, I want to tell you that you need the ScriptRunner plugin for Jira, of course, in order to create these behaviors. As these powerful implementations are only available using ScriptRunner for Jira. So in order to create a behavior, we need to go in the behavior section of ScriptRunner. You can go using the cogwheel from this side and go in the Jira administration and manage apps, and after that navigate to a behavior. But I will use the dot shortcut from the keyboard, and I will just type here behaviors, and I'll go in the administration directly to this user interface of the behaviors. So here you have the create behavior button. You can just create the behavior using that button, and just let's say special characters behaviors, and we can create a map. Let's create a map for all the projects and add the mapping, and after that create the behavior. So here we are inside the user interface of the behavior that we created. So for this lesson today I will not use initializer function because for this specific implementation restricting special characters you need a server-side script using that specific custom field added here. So before we start, I want to go briefly and explain you like a use case for this kind of implementation. So let's say that we create an epic. We have an issue type here, epic, and for a particular custom field of type text, you want to restrict the usage of special characters. This is something that I will show you today, and how you can achieve this implementation. I will also explain the script that we will use row by row. So I'm using this for this lesson, YouTube custom field. So in this custom field, let's say that you don't want users to type this kind of special characters, and like everything that is a special character you don't want to see in that particular custom field, and you just only want to see letters or numbers or capital letters, right? So and also spaces, of course. So this is like a use case to understand what we are doing here in order to explain it better as we go along. So you just remember that we talked that we will use YouTube custom field, and we just need to add this custom field and the behavior. So we'll search here by YouTube field, and we will add it. So you will use your own field that you want to where you want to have this restriction. So of course you will add that field, not this YouTube field. This is the an example for the purpose of this lesson. So here we'll add a server-side script. So you will see from the start that a new script console will appear as we click in that. So let me delete so I can show you step by step. So you have this hyperlink that is clickable, add server-side script. So when you click on this, the script console appears. So you can have this console where you can type everything you wanted, and we will build the implementation and the script inside this console. Okay, so what we have here, we have the YouTube custom field that we want to change. So I want to explain you here that why do we need a server-side script is because the user inputs on that specific custom field, and in order for the behavior to throw an error, you need this kind of fields added, and then the script inside the script console with the server-side script. So we'll start here by defining the custom field that we have here. So there are two ways that you can define the custom field. One, you can get a field by name using the name of the field, or you can get field by ID, field changed. So here I will show you both methods, but they are particularly the same, but I will tell you what I actually love to use when I'm writing any script. So let's say that we have the custom field that we want to change. This is the particular custom field YouTube, and now let's get it as ID. So this particular case here, it's a case where you define the custom field using this YouTube field that you added here, where you add this server-side script. So this script console is smart enough to realize when you add this field change, it will pick up the field that you added here. So you don't need to add the custom field name, but I like every time to use the get custom field by name using the string, as this incentivizes, and it will help other developers that are, I don't know, maybe another developer will take your code and, I don't know, maybe modify it, give it like an extension and other functionalities, and having something readable for a developer, it's super important. So that's why I like using get field by name and not get field by ID and get field change, because it could get messy and other people could not understand what you have built here. So I will actually type YouTube, as this is the string name of this custom field. So we define it here, right? So using def, you will give a definition to the script console that you want to get this field by name. So it will get the field by name. This will be the first line that you write for this script in order to restrict the special characters. Okay, so the next line will be let's define the special character. So we'll use here a regular expression using slash strings. So how we'll do that? Again, you need to add a def, and for this def, let's so I want to say that you can also add here like an X, right? You can type here everything that incentivizes you and helps you to build the script, right? But X is pretty general, and other people could not understand. So that's why I'm trying to add everything that could help other people, not only me. Or also by like let's say that I write today this script, and after 6 months I need to do some modifications, and if I have X here, it could get messy, right? And I could not understand what this X is, right? If I'm not scrolling up to see the definition of the field name or something like this. So you can see here get field by name, but let's use the custom field. So when you are using this custom field, we know what it actually is. So now we'll define something that it's human readable, right? So let's say special character. So we'll say special car, and we got equal with so I will show you like multiple methods. I think I will show 3 methods here in this lesson, and the first method is using the slash string. So these are the slash strings, right? So you know that in Groovy you have double quote string, you have single quote string, but in this particular case, for a regular expression, we'll use slash strings. So this is slash space slash, because double slash is actually a comment. You can add a comment here and it will not affect the script that you're writing. So we'll use this. So we have a starting point, a regular expression, but in this regular expression we need to define what is it is allowed for the condition that we'll add afterwards, right? So here I will add two square brackets here, and in these square brackets I will start with this special character. So what we'll add after this special character and inside these brackets are actually the things that will be allowed in that custom field besides what we don't add, right? So my first method here is using the escape W. So escape W is everything that you can input as a normal character, for example as letters, numbers, and capital letters, like not only the normal letters, and this will remove every special character besides this character. So this special character will actually be allowed because escape W allows this special character, but let's say that you want to use this simple method. So using this method will get rid of the special characters, but we besides every normal input from the keyboard, for example numbers or letters, we also have spaces. So in this actually the spaces are considered a special character, so this will be escaped. So you will not be able to use a space if you don't define it in these square brackets. So it's a simple method here that you can add a space from the keyboard in order to allow the users to add spaces. But this is not enough, right? Because besides spaces, in a multi-text line field you have the new line, right? So if you press Shift Enter, it will go into a new line. So if you don't have Escape S, this will not work for a for a custom field, which is multi-text, multi-field, multi-line text field. Sorry for this. So I will explain also here what this means. So let's say that what is inside these square brackets is allowed, right? Is allowed to be used in that custom field, right? So I will also explain it here. For example, escaping W means every character, for example, and I can add here in the normal brackets A to Z, which is capital, small a to Z, and it's allowed also numbers 0 to 9. And also besides this, W means also this special character. So this special character will be allowed using this method. And what is with escape S? I will also add a simple comment here. It's basically space plus new line. Because tab, for example, in Jira will go tab. If you press tab for the key from the keyboard, it will not add that space in the description. Let's say that you use the description. If you're using tab, you're going to the next custom field in the screen, and you cannot use tab in a description system field or any kind of text field multi-line. So this escape S is space plus new line. So now we defined the special character, right? So what we need to do now is to add a condition whenever the value of this custom field finds this, what is this in what we allowed here, it will not throw an error, but if it will find a special character, will throw an error, right? So we need to mismatch it here. So in order to add a condition, we need to add an if, and inside the if we have the normal brackets, and you need to add curly brackets after the normal brackets in order to give the action, right? So right now we are typing the condition. So the condition is custom field. So we have this custom field that we let me explain it better here. We have this custom field, and from this custom field we need to get a value, right? So here we'll type custom field exactly, and let's not forget the null operator, and we press dot from the keyboard, and now after dot we'll have value. So with this line we'll get the custom field value, but after this we also need to find in the regular expression the special characters, right? So here I'm using a find operator, so I will also explain afterwards how this is working. I actually don't have this special character from my keyboard, so I need to copy from somewhere else, and now we'll give the special characters that we defined on the line 2, right? So now we have the condition. Whenever the custom field value finds a special character, it will throw an error, right? So now we need to add the error below the custom field. So again, we need the object custom field in order to add this error, and we just type custom field, and after that we need to set an error. So an error is of a type string, and in the normal brackets you need to add this double quoted string, and here let's say special characters are not allowed. So whenever user inputs from the keyboard in this custom field, in YouTube custom field, any special character besides this, right, because this it's allowed using escape W, it will throw the user an error, and he or she could not get through the ticket, and it will basically cannot create that ticket because it has an error below the field, and it will input the user to add other characters besides the special characters. And now this is not enough, as we need to add an else, because let's say that you throw an error for the user, special characters are not allowed if he the user adds a dot from the keyboard, but after that he sees the error and he will delete the dot from the custom field, and after that it will press like a letter, right, let's say A. And when the user press A, we need to clear the field error. So how we will do that? Just adding an else. So adding an else, we will not need a condition. Condition is only for the if, and in else we need to give again an action, and the action is the custom field wherever we set the error. So this is the same custom field, and now we need to clear the error. So we'll use clear error. This is not the type string, this is like an action. It will clear the error that previously it was shown to the user, right? Okay, so now we have like a full working script snippet in order to restrict the special characters for this particular field. So this is the first method. So let me save it here and just double check to everything to be set. Okay, we define special characters using the condition. Good. So now let's go in the project and just check the YouTube title, the custom field. So in the YouTube custom field, let's type a dot, and you'll be prompted with the error special characters are not allowed, and let's type A, and you will see that this will be allowed, as this was allowed using the escape W. And let's type capital A, you'll see that it's allowed. 0 as a number, it's allowed. And let's type another special character. Let's use this square brackets. Special characters are not allowed. And you'll remember that I said that this special character is allowed in when you are using escape W, and that's this character in so this will be allowed if you are using this method. So that's why I don't like, I actually like the second method that I will show you here after I let's put $1. So special characters not allowed. So this is the first method that you could use besides this particular character in order to have the restriction for this special character. Okay, so for the second method, I have a method that I usually like to use, and it's like a better method for this particular implementation. So let me comment this line and just copy paste what we have here in order to create the second method. So the second method will not use this escape W anymore. We'll actually give the exact character allowance to this regular expression, and we'll start with adding A to Z, and afterwards I will explain it. A to Z capital, and also 0 to 9 as a number, and also here we'll like to use escape and S in order to allow spaces and new lines. So what does this mean? So basically what you see here, it replaced the escape W, which was everything from capital letters, numbers and normal letters, but also this special character. and now we replace that escape W with this type of allowance. So we allowed everything that it's an alphabet from A to Z, alphabet capital letter A to Z, and every number from 0 to 9, and also we escaped the S, which is space width, and the new line. So the second this is the second method, and this is like the perfect method in order to use for you to restrict the special character in a custom field for Jira. So what I wanted to say here is that you better choose this method if you want to restrict every special character for a specific field, because using the first method will also allow this special character. So let me save it here and just show you guys how it's working. So now if I'm creating a issue type and also add you remember that special character that was allowed before, and now if I'm typing from the keyboard, it will not allow and will have this error thrown. If we delete that and we will add an A, it will get to the else part, and if we click another place here like in the background, it will clear the error. And also this is working if we are putting a special character and if we want to create the ticket, and we will just hit create, right? So if I'm typing A here and I will press create, we'll give like other errors here which are not related to this particular custom field, right? So this was the second method in order to restrict special characters. Okay, so for the third method, I also want to change a bit the pace on for this lesson on how you can restrict the special characters, because I want to get this lesson further. And let's say that for a particular custom field, not only that you want to restrict special characters, you also want to restrict numbers, right? So but you want to have a different kind of error whenever it's whenever the user it using, like it inputs a number or it inputs a special character. So right now we'll need to extend this code, and let's say that for the third method here is the method and also a lesson in extent, because we also want to make this code better and also add other errors here, and in order to have like a better implementation. So let's say that we have this definition of special characters, and let me use the special character because we need it, right? So for the second one, we I gave you like use case here. Let's say that the user is not allowed to add numbers, right, in that particular custom field besides the special characters. And when the user inputs a special character, we'll have this error, special characters are not allowed. And now we'll need to construct the error for the use case where the user inputs a number from the keyboard. So let's say no numbers, and the no numbers we need to give a definition, and again we need to use a regular expression using /string, and in this /string we'll allow, so for the special character we allowed everything besides the special character, so the special character could not be inputted from the keyboard. So now we'll allow everything but not the numbers, right? So basically no numbers will have this regular expression that will allow A to Z capital and the spaces, but it will now not allow numbers as it wasn't added here in the regular expression. So now we need to construct the error for this particular case when the user adds a number from the keyboard. So in order to do that, we'll add an else if. So an else mixed with a condition, it's an else if. So we'll add an else if. What the hell is happening? Else if. And again in the else if we need to give a condition, and after that an action as we also did in the first place. Okay, so in the condition we'll copy this one so we don't lose time. So we have custom field and we get the value and the custom field. We have the find operator, and instead of special character here we need an error for no numbers, right? So we define no numbers at line 4. So we have here no numbers. So whenever so the workflow goes like this. If the user inputs in the custom field value a special character, it will go in this special character which we defined on line 3, and it will throw an error, special characters are not allowed. But if the user adds a number in this particular custom field, then we need to add another error here. So we'll set error to another string, which is numbers are not allowed, right? So numbers are not allowed. Let's add a dot so it looks better, right? So now we built like a workflow, and here like a workflow condition, let's say like this. So we have in the first condition the special character from the keyboard that it's inputted. It will have an error. If the user inputs a number, it will have another error. If the user inputs something that was allowed, which is sorry, if it's a normal character, it will clear the error which is on the line 13. So now let's save it and let's test it. So we'll refresh this and create, and now we have YouTube, and let's type a special character, right? We have the error special characters are not allowed. Let's remove that and let's add a 0, and now the error changed to numbers are not allowed. So if we change also that and add a normal letter here, it will allow us, and also with capital letters. So this is the method where you will also add an error for the numbers, but let's go furthermore and just allow capital letters. So let's say that this is like a special use case. So let's say that in this YouTube custom field, you only want people to type capital letters and also spaces, right? And everything else is forbidden, and we'll have errors for different type of inputs that the user is adding in this custom field. So let's say that we define normal, let's say normal letters, normal characters, let's say normal characters, not letters, and here let's allow only capital letters and spaces, right? So this is the definition for allowing only capital letters and spaces plus new lines, right? If it's a multi-line text field. So now let's extend the workflow of the conditions with again another else if. So we'll have another else if. I know that this is a lot to take, but we can go furthermore with this. So I also wanted to add this in the lesson, and this will also help you if you want to build up like a condition with multiple else if. So now we need to add a condition, of course, again. So we'll add a condition for this specific normal characters. So we have the normal characters, and now we need to give it the action, and the action is again setting an error. So it's dot set error, and now the type string, and let's type here only capital letters are allowed. So we have now a nice a more cleaner and nice script that is also extended, and it's better, right? It's better that we what we had in the first place, as we also add a single special character. That's also cool, but I also wanted to show you this. So now let's save it and check it after we test it. So we only allowed capital letters, right? So now when we will create a ticket, we shall see like 3 different errors. It depends whatever we input from the keyboard. So let's say that we add a number, we should have numbers not allowed. We add a special character, let's say plus, special characters are not allowed. And now if we are typing a normal letter, only capital letters are allowed, right? So we have three different flavors of errors now, and if I add a capital A, the error will be clear. Then actually we also can type a space, multiple spaces, whatever you want here. But if you add a special characters are not allowed, right? So that was the third method, but third method that it's extended to multiple definitions of whatever you want to use. And I don't know, that was pretty much it. I hope that you learned something today in this lesson. I will also create more lessons like this in the future, and also for anything regarding Jira. And also I will think that I will also post on this channel tutorials for users, right? Because there are a lot of users that use Jira and they don't know a lot of things that they could add in their part of Jira as a normal user and not as an administrator. But yeah, that was it for this episode, this special lesson for today, a lesson for behavior for ScriptRunner. So I hope you learned today how to restrict special characters in a custom field in Jira. And yeah, if you like this video, just like it. I'll also appreciate a lot if you comment down in the comments below, as you'll help with the algorithm. And if you really enjoy this channel, just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, whatever you want. It will help me a lot. So thank you very much for being here with me. If you have any other questions, you can add them in the comments below. And also I will add in the description my Discord server, so whenever, if you want, I don't know, you need help, or you have any other questions that you cannot build that question in the comment section of this YouTube video, just add in the Discord. So I also want you to know that I will add this entire code into the GitHub in my Void ScriptRunner repository, and you can paste it from there, and also do yourself the modifications. And yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you stayed until now, I just wanted to thank you, and have a lovely rest of the day or the night whenever you are watching this video. So thank you so much. See you in the next guide. Peace.